live on YouTube. Live. Hello, this is from Milwaukee to Nashville. I'm your host. This is my co-host.
You already know who we are.
Yes, if you want to know who we are, go watch one of our other videos.
Yeah, we have like a million of them.
All right, so the Admirals schedule was released yesterday.
The highlights are no more Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, no more Hershey Bears. We will be taking on the Bellevue Senators and the Lovell Rockets. And we're adding another team from the Western Conference. We're playing 4 games against the Colorado Eagles, the Colorado Avalanche minor league.
Yep. Okay. So we started off our season on the road on
October 6th against Iowa, first round playoff rematch.
Yep, that would be nice. So for those of you who don't know, Andrew Hammond signed a minor league 2-way deal with Buffalo. He will not be there.
Wait,
Sad.
That's September?
October.
Okay.
So most likely training camp's going to start the week before this.
All right, and then
Because the
October,
NHL
and then on October 11th, they play Grand Rapids, and then the home opener is October 12th against the Lovell Rockets at 6:00 p.m. So come on out, guys! First home game of the year.
And if you guys can't make it to the first home game of the year,
watch our videos. You can see what happens,
or watch on AHL TV. Also, you can watch.
Most importantly, watch our videos.
Yeah.
We'll give you everything that you need to know in a short period of time.
Also, we play the Colorado Screaming Eagles the next weekend, the 18th and 19th.
Back-to-back home games, by the way. It's the Friday night game on the 18th is 7:00 p.m. Saturday games are at 6.
Yep.
We only play one Sunday game this year.
At home.
Yeah. No, we only play like one Sunday game like all year.
At home. This is Sunday. We play at Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we play after the back-to-back at home. We actually play a 3-3, which we play in Chicago, which might be a trip we might make.
Yeah, so we do 2 home games against Colorado and then Chicago. That's a 3:00 game. We could probably pull it off October 30th, or is that the 20th?
That's
October
20th. And then they play Grand Rapids on the 23rd at 7:00 in Grand Rapids at Van Andel Arena.
And then the Texas Stars, they come to town on the 25th.
And the 29th.
Yeah, they'll be here for a couple of days. And that wraps up October. What do you think our record, given your knowledge of everything currently, what's your record, do you think, coming into this one? Or do you not want to worry about that?
I'll worry about, we'll go back into that when we do the breakdown when training camp opens.
Okay, later in the year. Anyways, November, we kick it off with 2 games back-to-back. Friday, November 1st against Iowa, and then November 2nd against the Wolves. And then November 6th, we play Manitoba. All 3 games at W Panther Arena. The November 6th game against Manitoba, that is a 10:30 a.m. game. That's a school day game for all the kids, so come on out.
If you work third shift and can't make Admirals games, or second shift, you can come on out and watch the game.
And if you can't make it to the games, go on YouTube from Milwaukee to Nashville, and we'll tell you what happened. And subscribe to us while you can. Or go on Facebook like you typically do. And there you go. I'm just shamelessly promoting our brand, but hey, gotta put it. And then on November 8th, we go to San Antonio and we play the Rampage. We play them on November 8th and then November 10th.
The 8th is at 7:00. The 10th is at 3. And then we come back home for a little stint at home.
What do you mean? It's only one game at home. We come home for one game against the Wolves on the November 13th, and then we're on the road against Lovell, Bellevue, which is the 15th and 16th, and then on the 19th we'll be in Iowa taking on the Wild, and then we'll be in Grand Rapids on the 22nd, and then we play the Griffins on the 23rd in Milwaukee.
And then we're off until the 27th.
Our unofficial mascot, Timmy the Kitty.
Yep. And we play Manitoba. And then on the 30th,
we're in San Antonio.
Of November, we're in San Antonio. Play them at 7:00. In December,
what's going on, man? I used to want to be on the camera too.
We open up against Texas in Texas at 5 o'clock. And then we play Texas on Tuesday at 7.
That'd be Tuesday the 3rd and Saturday the 1st.
Wait up.
Or, Sunday the 1st. Tuesday the 3rd.
Yep. And then we come home for one game against Iowa on Friday. Then we go to Rockford on the 7th and the 10th.
We'll be in Rockford on the 10th as well.
Meaning we.
Literally we, because we're looking forward to play. We're looking forward to heading on down.
And then we're back home again for one game against the Wolves, and then we go to Chicago. Maybe we, depending on.
Why do Admirals go to Chicago? Maybe we go. Maybe we go to San Antonio. Maybe we go to Grand Rapids. Maybe we go to Cleveland. Who knows?
We've talked about that this week.
Who knows?
And then we play San Antonio on the 18th at 7 o'clock, and then at home.
And then at home again against Cleveland on the 20th. That's a 7 o'clock start.
And then we have a home and home against
Grand Rapids on the 27th and 28th. The 27th, we're in Grand Rapids at 7 p.m. And on the 28th, we're at home against Grand Rapids.
What do I feel like that's a concert night? That's an early start for.
Well, none of the concerts have been announced, and none of the promotions have been announced. But this is like the games and times, so that way you fans could start planning your travel.
Speaking of which, there are 2 dates where the Predators play one day, and then the Admirals play the next day. Like it'll be like the Admirals and the Predators and the Blackhawks, and then the Blackhawks and the Admirals and Rockford. So you would actually get to see. They could actually. So for your Nashville fans, there's a lot of opportunities.
Yep. And for all you Predator fans in the Nashville area, come on up to Milwaukee for a visit. People that visit this city, they say it's great, but people that live here, not so much.
All right. So January 3rd and 4th,
we are in Cleveland against the Monsters. And then January 8th, 10th, and 11th, all at home. January 8th, we're playing Grand Rapids at 7 o'clock. The 10th, we're playing Rockford. And then the 11th, we're playing Rockford.
Actually, me and you, this in a 5-day span, we're going to get sick of seeing Rockford.
Yeah, because on the 14th, the Admirals are in Rockford. And then they come back home and they play Chicago. And then on
we go
18th,
to Chicago.
They go to Chicago.
And then we play Bellevue at home, which will be fun to watch.
Yeah, because I've never seen Bellevue play.
And then it's
you're right. We are going to get sick of Rockford because then on the 24th, Rockford's here, and then the Admirals play Rockford on the 25th.
Yep.
Jeez, that's a lot of Illinois games.
And then
look at all these Illinois games that they play. Like December is the month of Illinois for the Admirals. Go up to the beginning. How many Illinois games do the Admirals have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4. Not. Wait, 8. There's 8
out of 12 games are against Illinois teams in the month of January.
All right, so in February.
So January is Illinois month in the AHL. Or at least for the Admirals, anyways.
Oh, look, more.
Yay! February 1st at Rockford. And then they come home to play Grand Rapids on the 5th and Texas on the 7th.
And we also play Texas on the 12th.
And now May, Chicago again on the 13th. And then on the road against Manitoba on the 15th. And once again on the 17th at Manitoba.
And then we play Iowa.
This is the beginning of a 4-game homestand.
Yep. Iowa, Chicago, Rockford, and San Antonio.
That's the 19th, 21st, 22nd, and 26th.
The Iowa, Chicago, and San Antonio game, the 19th, 21st, and 26th, are all at 7 o'clock. The game on the 22nd is at 6.
Yeah, all Saturday games are at 6 o'clock this year.
And then we play the last game.
Oh, the game on the 17th is at 2 p.m. against Manitoba in Manitoba.
Yep. And then on the 29th at 7:05. Why 7:05? I don't know. But we play Colorado. And then March 1st, we're going to be playing Colorado at 3:05.
Who knows? Don't know.
Yep.
There's a little 4-game road stretch to begin March.
well, 5-game road stretch, and as far as 5
The
games,
begin March. This is like a 4-game road stretch. Obviously, Colorado. Then you got Texas on the 4th.
At 7, Texas on the 7th at 7, and then San Antonio at 3
on the 8th.
And then we come home, play San Antonio at 10:30 in the morning on the March 11th.
Another school day game.
And then we play
Manitoba back-to-back on the 13th and 14th.
So one is at 7, one is at 6. And then we play again in Rockford. And then we play at Iowa.
Rockford is on the 18th. Iowa's on the 20th.
Hopefully this is during the kids' Easter break or spring break. We could possibly go to both.
That would be nice. Like I said, our travels are currently pending.
And then we play it in Milwaukee on a Sunday, which we didn't have last year.
Yeah, this is like the only Sunday home game, I believe. It's the 22nd against Rockford.
At 3. So
and in Cleveland, we play them in Milwaukee on the 25th at 7, and then on the 27th, San Antonio at 7. And then they're on the road in Grand Rapids on the 28th.
And then on the 30th, we play Manitoba in Manitoba at 7. And then we pretty much wrap up the season at home, from what I read.
Yeah.
So we play Manitoba on the 1st.
April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, Manitoba on the road. And then we finish it off with, hey, Rockford on April 4th. April 8th, Chicago, and then the last home game of the year was April 11th against Grand Rapids.
I'm just checking to be funny ha-has.
We have no promos to talk about currently, but that was our rundown of the schedule. I'm happy to see we're getting some different teams to look at. Because honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I get bored seeing the same teams over and over and over and over again. I'm
gonna plug this.
I like
quick.
a little variety in it.
A week from today,
that'll be next week Thursday.
The Admirals are having their summer party. Come out. It's from 8 o'clock, from 6 to 9. They're
at the UW Panther Arena.
They added a few more people. If you want to know who's all going to be there, beyond what we're about to say, I was actually going to say we go watch our last video when we did the rundown.
Yeah.
From here, they added Tony Skulzafave. He scored the first goal in team history. Jim Paul, who was played on the original team in 1970-71. They're getting a lot of people that did that. Barney Loomis, the team's first GM, Colin Blackwell, and Ken Sabrin. Boy, I'm happy to see Ken Sabrin. He was my favorite player growing up as a kid.
Yeah, but it's open to the public. Come on out. We don't know what that big announcement's going to be. We only gave our theories and predictions.
So it's either going to be a color change or the 50th anniversary, or both, or the third jersey.
Yeah.
Or all 3.
Because I'm pretty sure the Admirals have made mention of the 50th anniversary already, haven't they? Really?
Nope.
So, wow, we might be spoiling stuff for them without even realizing it. We're not doing this intentionally. We have no insider info.
Nope. So the Admirals did.
We're just smart and we're good at making predictions.
The Admirals did sign 3 players to an AHL contract. We did break this down a little bit in our last one.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it again just for this video, just to kind of wrap this all up in a pretty little bow.
Well, I just talk about the guys that we got. We don't have to go in depth.
I have actually the in-depth in front of me. We signed Hunter Garlett. He went to the St. Mary's University in Canada, which is part of the U Sports League. He had 12 goals and 33 assists. And I don't see it. Okay, so he had 12 goals and 33 assists. Then you have Arvin Atwal. He had 10 goals and 29 assists in 65 games with the Cincinnati Cyclones last year. He had 3 assists with the Rochester Americans and had 5 penalties. And then we had signed Ken Appleby. Admirals fans, you should be pretty familiar with him. We lit him up for 8 goals in the game last year. Last year he had a 2-6 record with a save percentage of .884, with a goals against average of 3.92. Not exactly the best record, but Manitoba wasn't exactly the best team last year. So.
Nah, they were pretty.
In Jacksonville, however, in the ECHL, he was 7-7-1 with a 2.45 goals against and a .923 save percentage in 15 games. He also has played 3 games in the NHL, stopping 49 of 52 shots.
I thought you weren't going to go in depth.
Well, that's all they had on the page. I read the page.
In depth.
Well,
They're
they
doing
did
exactly what I was trying to steer away because we already went in depth on the last one.
Well, I don't know how much I've actually talked about this one. Cole Schneider re-signed.
Oh, I don't think you mentioned that.
Nope. He had 13 goals and 25 points in 39 games with the Hartford Wolfpack.
And it came here, and he was actually really productive for us.
I'm trying to read.
You can watch our last season's recap on our YouTube and Facebook page.
Okay, in 24 games, he had 10 goals and 12 assists 10 goals, 12 assists in 24 games last season in Milwaukee. He did have he actually had a point in 11 of the Admirals' last 14 games.
Which was part of that push for the playoffs that they made.
Correct.
It was a successful push to the playoffs because they made it. And they went to Game 5 of the first round. In all first-round games, 5-game series, so that made sense. I'd say last year was successful. We just got to take steps to move it forward. Anything else you want to touch that we didn't cover on the last video?
Oh, also go to if you want to see a little more of the Admirals opponents and have a little fun with it, go check out their YouTube video they dropped. It's actually kind of funny.
We are not their YouTube video. We are not affiliated.
No.
I have to emphasize that because you get badgered with that question all the time. Are you guys affiliated?
Actually, I haven't gotten it lately.
Hey, maybe they're actually believing us when we say we're not affiliated. Cool. People
actually ever since I blocked that guy, I haven't got asked.
Okay. Well, cool. Hopefully we rooted out the bad ones. Because you know for a fact, as soon as we're done with this video, people will eventually start watching it. We always get people to watch us.
But
we just got to make sure that the content's good, which, I don't know, we're reporting stuff. Can't really do much to jazz it up.
So, for those of you on YouTube, please subscribe. And also watch our videos.
Yeah,
click that bell.
Subscribe, watch our videos. The bell's not as important to us as views and subscribers. We'll keep doing this all year round if you like content.
So, thank you. Just remember, click subscribe.
Yep.